Hello everybody, this is Dr Berman. Glad to be with you. Wish I were with you in person. If things were the way they used to be, we would be having a class about an hour or so from now. Maybe a little longer than that. Anyway, things are not the way they usually are, so courtesy of my colleague and friend, Professor Ron Sicker, I'm making this video for you to see. The coronavirus is serious stuff. Just in case you have any doubt as to whether Fisher made the right decision to close the place down, I should tell you that there have been now 10 cases identified in Monroe County, and all of the people who are smart enough to make predictions about this say that it is only going to get larger. All of the schools in Rochester are shut down. They're now talking about restaurants and bars shutting down. This is serious business. You know, I'm a little older than you guys, so I remember 9/11, and that was about the last time I can recall that all of us were very much on edge. But I think that's what's going on right now. So if you're home, I think that's a good thing. Keep social distance. They say at least 6 feet. If you come closer than that, do elbow handshakes. And be healthy. That's really the most important thing. I've spent a lot of the weekend and already today, and I will be more this week, learning to use technology. Those of you who remember how good I am at setting up videos and stuff in class know that, like most baby boomers, I usually don't know what I'm doing and I need help. But I got good friends, and among them, Ron has helped me a lot, and he was the one who made it possible for me to come to you right now. In particular, I've been learning about Blackboard. I opened up Blackboard for our class. You may have already seen that. And I've been learning about Zoom, and my intention is to be able to use Zoom to hold our class. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a moment or two. Here's what's driving my message to you today. One is, in a time when everybody's a little bit crazy, I want to see if I can reestablish some normalcy. That's both for you and for me. Secondly, I want to facilitate your learning. I mean, that's why I'm here. That's why we have the course. I like growing young people, and I like teaching leadership. And I want to see if we can try to approximate what we had when we were meeting 3 times a week as a class. I also want to make it interesting. Look guys, you know me well enough to know this by now. This is not to disparage anybody, but I've never been a lecture PowerPoint sort of guy. And so I'm thinking about all kinds of exercises and activities that I can plan. And those are the kinds of things that I'm going to be bringing to class. And I'm hoping if we do this as a Zoom meeting, we can also spend time exchanging ideas with one another. It'll approximate what we've had over the last 7 or 8 weeks. I want to try to retain the kind of classroom culture that we have. Now that's a little bit hard from a distance, but it's not impossible. And if you're flexible, and if I'm flexible, and if you and I can both tolerate some ambiguity, and if we can trust this process, and if you can take my word that nobody is going to be disadvantaged when it comes to grading or anything like that, I think we can do more than make a go of this. I think we can make this work. So to conclude this part of this video, understand that it is my intention to hold class Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week, beginning on the 23rd of March. Our class meets from 12:20 to 1:15. I don't know whether, you know, we'll go the full 55 minutes. It can get a little dry, maybe watching people on a screen. But my commitment to you and your commitment to the class is to be available just like you would be if you were here. So count on getting an invitation to a Zoom meeting next Monday somewhere around 12:15, and as soon as everybody gets in, I'll start and we'll be able to engage with each other. Let me talk to you a little bit about assignments and things that you're working on. The take-home test, had we had classes, would have come out later this week. Obviously it is not going to. We have been told by the president of Fisher that this week is sort of like spring break #2. We are asked not to do any course-related stuff, and I'm going to honor the President's request. So what I will do is I will make up the take-home test for next week. It may come out on Monday. I suspect that it won't, because I want to be able to connect with you guys first in class time. But, you know, be advised that there's going to be a take-home test, and it'll come out next week. Right now, we're looking at 3 different contingency models to leadership. The one that we started is Fred Fiedler's work. We'll be looking at 2 more, a situational leadership model by Hersey and Blanchard, and a 3rd contingency model of leadership known as path goal theory. Ironically, these are the most complicated, they're not difficult, but they are complicated models that I have to show you, and I wish you could be here. It would make it a lot easier. But I'm going to be sending you handouts. I'll make PDFs. I'll send them to you on email. I'll put stuff on Blackboard, and we'll work patiently and methodically, and I think that you will get it. So please be watching your email. Please be opening up Blackboard, and expect to be hearing from me during this week and into next week. I guess my concluding remarks I've already made, but I want to make them again. Stay on email. Check email this week so that you and I can be in touch with one another. Check Blackboard. I'll have stuff for there as well. If you want to talk with me about anything, if you have an idea about something, if you're stressed about something, give me a call. 385-8086 is my phone number at Fisher, or you can send me an email. I think you know by now that I'm good at responding to people, and I give you my word that I will. So chances are I'll get back in touch with you either the day that you connect with me or within 24 hours. My last message is just this. You know, I have a birthday coming this week. On Thursday, I'm going to be 71 years old. Now, if you think to yourself, I don't look a day over 75, why don't you keep that thought to yourself? But here's the point. I've been teaching at Fisher for quite a while, and teaching and learning and students have been a very important part of my life. I'm very fond of you as a class. You know that. You can see it in the way that we engage. I'm very fond of you as individuals. I care about you. I'm thinking about you. And most of all, I'm thinking about you staying safe. You know, believe it or not, I was 18 or 20 at one time too. And when I was of that age, I kind of thought of myself as invulnerable and invincible. Well, you're not. You're not as high risk as people my age are for this coronavirus. But take it seriously. You don't want to get yourself sick, and you don't want to do something that you would regret. So I'm going to close by saying, please stay safe, please take care, please extend my best wishes to your families. Watch your email, watch Blackboard. I'll be in touch again. Ron has instructed me that I should smile into the camera as I fade off into the sunset. Bye now.